How's it going, lads? I'm Nucleus and welcome back for more of the latest VR news. In today's video we'll be having a look at Onward VR coming to the Oculus Quest and a release date, Rockstar finally bringing a AAA VR title to the Quest, layers of fear VR, and finally a possible sort of adpocalypse in VR. But before we get into the video, I would just like to apologise for not uploading. I had a lot of school stuff to deal with, but it's good now, and thank you all for not just unsubscribing. It means a lot. That said, if you're new and you like what I do, then feel free to subscribe. It's just one click and it means a lot to me. And now on with the video. First up, I want to have a look at Onward VR. Personally, I'm a massive sucker for milsims, and I've been playing Onward on the Rift S and the Quest with Oculus Link. I love the gameplay. It really does feel like you're on the front line or you've been sent out of a special mission, but the wires that you have just destroy the experience. I always find myself wanting to crawl past the enemies or, duck down behind cover, but with being restricted by the wires you have, as per the usual, just completely destroys the illusion. Now, Onward was confirmed to be coming out on the Quest in mid-2019, but the developer has been pretty quiet about the Quest version since. An update this week provided us with a little bit more clarity. This is a bit of text I found from their blog. We know you are anxiously waiting on news, and we are working very hard to get you a Quest port that not only runs well and retains Onward's core gameplay and feel, but a port that looks amazing. Studio wrote in its monthly blog, "We are actively alpha testing and will soon be in beta testing, which we will introduce more QA testers for the community." Not only that, but the developer provided us with an updated development timeline that tells us a few things about Onward's roadmap. First up, the next update on the game will be a bug fix, and then a performance patch. Following that will be the Quest release, which at the same time will see Downpour start working on an update that will bring the PC VR version of the game out of early access. Onward's team also working on player ranks update and of course new game modes and content, which are the furthest down the list of priorities right now, but will come on later. The release date for Onward is 30th of July on the Quest, so we really don't have long to wait, which is really good because it looks such a good game on the Quest. Next thing I want to talk about is Rockstar's awesome looking open world AAA VR title on the Quest. Rockstar are of course an incredibly well known studio and produce such games as GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption 2 and Bully. Just before we take a look, I just want to point out why I'm so excited about this. Due to the fact that there are not really any open world VR games other than Skyrim and Fallout 4 VR. Both are ports of PC games and both are only available on Steam. The Quest or Oculus Store currently has nothing like this, and it's something I've wanted for ages, just to have an open world VR game rather than something with levels or just a FPS game which continually goes around the same thing. The studio behind 2018's LA Noire, the VR Case Files video games Deluxe, has announced it's gearing up for a new project, a AAA open world title in VR. The Australia-based Video Games Deluxe has revealed the news on LinkedIn as part of an announcement of a bunch of job openings based in its Sydney studio. In the post on the networking site, the studio says, having finished the critically well-received LA Noire, the VR Case Files, we are now gearing up for a new project. A AAA open-world VR title for Rockstar. 2020 marks our 7th year of working exclusively for Rockstar in Sydney, and we're excited on taking on this groundbreaking project. Now, it's not clear what the mystery title is, and the job titles listed on the site don't give anything too specific away about it. However, senior animated job description says the project will involve working with characters, vehicles, weapons, and general props. This is a good sign. The post describes it as a new project. However, it is not clear if this means it is a wholly new game in itself or a port of an existing Rockstar game. Given it's described as a AAA open world title, it sounds like it could apply to pretty much any of Rockstar's big name games, so it's anyone's guess what it might actually be at this stage. Another big question remains too, that is whether we'll hear more about this new mystery title before we hear GTA 6 news, but we'll just have to wait and see on that front. What I really want this to be is somewhat of a VR in mind recreation of GTA, or something like that. We could maybe see this release on the Quest News store, the side quest thing, as it might not be suitable for the main Quest store. But for now, we've just got to wait and see. Now we come to the possibility of in-game ads for the games that you play. Basically, this really isn't as bad as you think. Personally, I believe this to be a pretty good idea, as it will give the developer more money to hopefully increase the quality of their games and produce more. But that said, it does have to be handled correctly. Non-intrusive ads are alright, non-intrusive ads being ones, I'll put a photo up now, but basically they'll be on billboards in-game, so they're not completely blocking your screen or, pop-ups. But yeah, if it gets into pop-up territory or that sort of thing, it will really ruin the experience. AdMix, the company behind this idea, has already secured over $7 million in funding so far, so it does look really likely that it will be happening in the future. I'm not going to dwell on this topic for too long, so I think Steve Knows did a really good video. I'll link it in the top right hand corner in the description. And the final thing I want to look at is the recently released Layers of Fear VR. Layers of Fear VR is a psychedelic horror game that pulls you into the depths of insanity. Now, its constantly changing Victorian mansion can be explored without limits thanks to the all-in-one virtual reality experience on the Quest. Delve deep into the mind of an insane painter and discover the secrets of his madness. Uncover the visions, fears, and horrors that entwine the painter and finish the masterpiece he has strived so long to create. Redesigned with Quest in mind for greater interactivity and immersion, the Layers of Fear VR is a first-person horror game built on a rich, dark story. Explore an environment overflowing with macabre artwork and unravel secrets through twisted puzzles. Take control over a painter seeking to create his best yet, before losing his mind in the process. The psychological horror of Layers of Fear will leave you questioning your own eyes and mind. Dare you to help paint a true masterpiece of fear. Put on your quest and discover what awaits. Now, this is not for the faint-hearted. FNAF seems like child's play compared to this. Trust me, I had a couple of sleepless nights after playing this thing, so yeah, go easy, be careful. Well, that's about it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching and sticking with me. It means a lot. If there is anything you are interested in and want to know more about, just put it in the comments. I'll be very happy if you kind of think up something or you see something on any news things or other YouTubers' videos and think, this is cool, I want to look at it more. Just, put it in the comments of my most recent video and I'll be sure to go into it in a bit more depth. That's all for now. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon for more of the latest VR news. Thanks, lads.